In The Things They Carried, a novel about the Vietnam War, author Tim O'Brien writes, "Stories are for joining the past to the future. Stories are for those late hours in the night when you can't remember how you got from where you were to where you are." For the past few years, it's been my privilege to lead writing workshops for war veterans, and out of those writing sessions have come stories of courage and fear, love and hate, remorse and redemption. Many of the stories the veterans have written and shared explore that place Tim O'Brien talks about, the misty terrain of memory, that territory between there and here. Stories like this one.
Strange things, sometimes unexpected things, happen in combat. When I was a young medic in Vietnam in 1968, a patient of mine related an incident to me describing his whole squad getting wiped out except him. Although severely hit, he was alive. The North Vietnamese army came through bayoneting everyone to make sure they were dead. The North Vietnamese soldier who stood over my friend made eye contact and knew he wasn't dead. Without flinching, that enemy soldier raised his weapon with a bayonet and thrust it as hard and violently as he could in the mud right next to my friend, purposely missing him. Then he moved on without looking back. I had a similar experience, but not quite. My sergeant, another medic, and myself went out to a small village on a medical civilian patrol. We were there treating mostly skin infections and different minor things, and our M16s were stacked a distance from us. Suddenly, out of the tree line, which was actually the jungle of the Mekong Delta, came about 6 or 7 Vietnamese dressed in the classic black pajamas of the Viet Cong, carrying AK-47s. They walked right up to us. I thought to myself, so this is how I'm going to get it, riddled with bullet holes. These Vietnamese weren't ordinary Vietnamese. These guys were big, about 6 feet, and they gave us the most hateful look you could ever imagine. But they kept walking and disappeared into the tree line at the other end of the village. When a faceless enemy has a face, it's much harder, it seems, for soldiers to do what they're trained and charged to do. Perhaps it was a momentary recognition of our common humanity that caused that enemy soldier to spare my friend's life. And who knows why those guys with the AK-47s kept walking. All I know is that I'm grateful they did.